Hey guys, Great Scott Moments. So I want to do an addendum for yesterday. I did a little excerpt video on a second grader who on the second day of school got on the wrong bus and all the tears and the things that happened to her. Well, today, the next day, I drove by and we stopped at the stop and she knew, okay, I don't get on this bus. But she was all waving and smiling, and the whole time I was there and moving on, she just couldn't stop. It was like she had a brand new best friend. And, you know, it was like that big connection. And I think how marvelous and resilient kids are. And to some extent, how we should be. And it kind of brings to mind that, like, you know, who do you attach to? Okay, so let's say someone does something nice to you at school, okay, and you get an emotional attachment. Hey, I like that person. Now you may never throughout the rest of the year talk to them, or you know, maybe just a nod in the hall or something like that, but you never have any more emotional connection, no conversation, no nothing. And then at the end of the school year, you're like, okay, so who do you think are the 5 best people, you know, that you like? And what comes to mind is, hey, that one guy that, you know, they did something cool for me, and so I really appreciate them. I had, you know, one child who, you know, I was just like, every now and then I'd give him a high five, and lo and behold, he was, you know, for months praising how wonderful a guy I was, and like, hey, can that guy come over to our house again, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know, actually I didn't invest a lot of time into him and, you know, get to play and have all the stuff that I usually love to do with kids. But you know, it's like our attachments are something that we choose. There's people that have done very nice things to me, and you know, I'm like, okay, thank you, and appreciate them and bless them, and you know, have a good feeling. But then I don't have any further attachment to them. And yet there's some people that just one moment, we had a 10-minute conversation at a party, and I'm still, you know, 2 years ago Halloween, remember a guy who just had a few words for me, and I still like, that was a cool guy, you know. So don't ever think that your impact on people comes from constantly giving to them, or constantly filling their needs, or constantly having to train them or teach them things. Sometimes the most impact is going to come from just a loving moment where they connect with you. And in those terms, you can be a phenomenal friend, coach, mentor, teacher, whatever it is, and have a tremendous impact on their life. But that does happen for all of us, and I'm getting a little long-winded here. So guys, bless you, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.